What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a new deep dive, and this is one provided by relatively recent but great friend of the channel, Vera. She did mention that historically or traditionally, I think it would be pronounced, and I apologize, I'm only going to try this once, but that it would be Viera. In any case, she has shared a whole bunch of music with me, and one of the things that jumped out right away is a 1990 album by Dead Can Dance. And you might wonder what these records are doing here, because I'm not going to be reacting to them right now. Well, this is an EP called Dead Dance Forever, and one of the tracks on it is called Dead Can Dance. It's by Andy Alder and DJ Chalky, and this is an acid trance release, I want to say from 1999. This is a release from DJ Wretch. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but there's a tune on here called Don't Work, which samples Dead Can Dance and Lisa Gerrard's The Wind That Shakes the Barley. So yes, back in the day, there were some acid trance / hard trance artists who were very fond of sampling Dead Can Dance. So I'm familiar with her voice a little bit, and I've heard snippets of their work included in hard / acid trance tunes. And I've noticed that I haven't reacted to any of the tracks on either of these records. So in the coming weeks, I'll probably go through them now that I've kicked off the proper Dead Can Dance journey. Now, I know Mark and some others have talked about Dead Can Dance, so I have a sense that they were influential and they make music that is very artistic and I think ambient and folk styled, even like, you know, medieval styled. So yeah, I'm aware they're a very artistic group. I do believe they're from Australia. Do I have that right? Either way, this album, Aion, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I think it's their 5th studio album. It's from 1990. So I'm very excited to kick this off. Thank you again to Vera, and there's more in the folder she shared from other artists. So we'll be beginning some new deep dives over the coming months. In any case, the first tune on this 1990 album that I apologize, I probably didn't pronounce correctly in any of those attempts, is called The Arrival and the Reunion. So I don't know what to expect in terms of lyrics, and my sense, just based on the snippets I've heard from these records, is that it might be based on classical references or esoteric phrases, poetry, things which are not necessarily full narratives, or if they are, again, built out of literature or mythology and so on. In any case, to say something is an arrival and a reunion suggests some entity or group of people coming to a certain place where they will meet others with whom they share a history or association. So yeah, that's all I can think of looking at the title. Let's give it a listen. This is Dead Can Dance. The track is The Arrival and the Reunion, and it's the first tune on their 1990 album, Aion. Once again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, so that is somewhat what I expected, but even more, if that makes sense, and very much sounds like middle-age folk music, or at the very least, like early Renaissance type music. That's incredible, and her voice really is striking. It has this ethereal quality, and yet it's also very intense. It's like a very beautiful, elegant melody here, but I found myself sort of struck and paralyzed by her vocal deliveries. So, yeah, quite incredible. That drum providing a bit of intensity and drama itself. So, yes, if this is an indication of what lies ahead on this album, I am all in for this and I am looking forward to it. So, yeah, incredible, atmospheric, historical, but also, again, ethereal or trans-dimensional in sound. I'm looking forward to hearing what people have to say about this. Thank you again to Vera. I'm very excited to go through this group, which I've been aware of for a very long time, but have never actually listened to directly. So, yeah, this should be a treat. In any case, let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.